A fast is a fast only when the mind plays a part in the fasting. That means mind is also withdrawn or slowed down from too many distractions. A lot of the teachers of old practiced it, but they made sure that at the end of it, they stabilize the aura. Beloved brothers and sisters, lunar fast or lunar fasting. There are 7 types of fasting, and one of them is the lunar fasting. We have dry fasting, white fasting, water fasting, fruit fasting, control fasting, lion fasting, and lunar fasting. When we say lunar fasting, it means, lunar means moon. Actually, it is a Latin word, lunar, moon. You all know lunar things concerning the moon. Sometimes, for example, lunatic. Lunatic, the crazy person, the mad person, they are sometimes called lunatic because when the moon is moving to some positions, it affects them more. They become more agitated when the moon gets to full moon. Because of that, the mad persons are sometimes called lunatics. So moon, lunar, moon fasting, how is it done? The moon, when it appears small in the atmosphere, in the sky, we call it new moon. And it goes all the way for about 14 days to full moon. Then for another 14 days, the moon will be in a dark period. And then another new moon will come. And these periods are 14-14, which means 28 days approximately. Just as we have 12 hours for the sun to show itself, and then another 12 hours we have darkness. Of course, that is approximate depending on the different parts of the earth. Sometimes too, we have longer days, shorter nights, longer nights, shorter days, but they balance out. So we can conveniently say 12 hours for the day and 12 hours for the night. The same way the moon has 14 days from new moon to full moon. And from full moon back to new moon is another 14 days, approximately. And this has some significance. Just as day and night have some significance and they bear on the human life, so most of our activities, we do it in the daytime, and we take rests in the night. Generally, that is the pattern. The same way, when it is new moon to full moon, there are certain things that the human is supposed to be doing. And then full moon to new moon also, we have other activities. The lunar fasting, the moon fasting, is done at the latter part of the cycle, this new moon to full moon and full moon to new moon. The latter part, for example, from new moon to full moon, the last 5 days. The last 5 days will be the 10th. From new moon, the 10th day, the 11th day, the 12th day, the 13th day, and the 14th day. These last 5 days, they are therefore a certain technique of fasting. Then from full moon to new moon, that is the dark period, it is the same. Until the new moon comes, we count 5 days. And from full moon, we count to the 10th day. So 10th, 11th day, 13th day, 12th day, 13th day, 14th day. We get 5 days, and that will result in the new moon appearing. So every full month, that is calendar month, when we say the moon calendar, of course, that begins with the new moon to new moon. From new moon to new moon, we have a full 1 month, a lunar month. And all that period, you have 10 fasting days. 10 fasting days, because from new moon to full moon, you have 5 days in it. In those 14 days, you have 5 days in it for fasting. Then from full moon to new moon, that is the dark period, you have another 5 days for fasting. So altogether, in 28 days, you have 10 days for fasting. How is this fasting done? The first day, that is the 10th day, one slows down. It's like the preparation to enter into the full fasting. But it's an important part of it. So you begin on the 10th day, and you get your diet for the period ready, and you withdraw from distractions, because a fast is a fast only when the mind plays a part in the fasting. That means mind is also withdrawn or slowed down from too many distractions. If we only fast the body and the mind is not also participating in the fast, then it is not a successful fasting process. So the ancient people who were doing this, who were following this fasting, they had a name for it. They called it dasami. Dasami. That is the 10th day. And that is the day they began their withdrawal. They withdrew from the involvement in so many activities, and they prepared their mind, and they prepared their diets, everything that they will be doing within the fasting period. That day, they take a lot of liquids on the Dasami day. They take fruits, fruit juices. Then the next day, that is the 11th day, the Asians call it Ekadasi. Ekadasi. The 11th day. And the withdrawal goes to another level. Once you withdraw from certain distractions, you also withdraw from negative energies on the 11th day. And whatever carries negative energies, you stay away from. You isolate yourself from negative sources of negative energies. Of course, people have the negative energies in their own field, and that will also be tackled in the other processes, days ahead. But you first block out the negative energies which are coming in. And some of the negative energies, we get them through the food we eat. Certain food items like the grains, they are quick to absorb energies, and they carry negative energies because people handling the grains, because of the state of consciousness that people are in this generation, sometimes they carry anger energy, and grains will pick it very easily. All food pick, but the grains pick more. The water will pick, the grains, the food will pick, Things in our environment, they all pick things. But the things in the environment, you cleanse them on the 10th day. That is the dasami. So you cleanse your atmosphere in preparation for the further fast. So the Ekadasi day, you stay away from grains. You may fast totally, that means you don't eat anything, or if need be, you can eat, but it should be food that doesn't have negative energies. Remember, it is not only grains that carry negative energies, it's only that the grains can carry more. That is why you stay away from the grains. So this kind of fast gets defeated if you stay away from grains and you are going to take some other food, maybe plantain, maybe yams, or whatever is not grains. But then, it is not merely avoiding grains. You are avoiding negative energies. So, if the yam, if the plantain is also subjected to negativity so much, even if a little is on it, it means you are not actually fasting from the negative energies. Despite that, you didn't take the grains. If you are taking some other food, if somebody is preparing that food, maybe it's yams, maybe it is something else, or it may even be some fruits. Imagine the person who is preparing that meal is in anxiety, in fear, in anger, in grief, intense emotion. Definitely, even the food which is not grains can also be carrying negative energies. In that wise, if you keep it in mind that it is only grains you should refrain from, and you take things which carry negative energies other than grains, your fasting is not a real fast. The purpose of your fast is defeated. If you pick negative energies from any angle, any area, other than grains, staying away from the grains is a failure. So understand, it is not just the word grains, but it is negative energies one is staying away from. Then you move on to the next day, we call it Dwadasi. That is the 11th day. Dwadasi, the 12th day. The 11th day is the Ekadasi. The 12th day is a Dwadasi. And you continue the fast. And now you tackle what is already inside you, the negative energies inside you. you stopped the negative energies coming in. Now you have to tackle the negative energies that is inside already. And one is taught the technique. So the 12th day, you do that. And the negative energies inside your very physical body, just as the Ekadasi, you stayed away from something physical, the grains. You avoided negative energies from the external physical things. Now, Dwadasi, you clear the negative energies in the physical body. Then, the 13th day. The 13th day is called Trayodasi. And the Trayodasi, now you go beyond physical body. And then you have to cleanse the other inner layers. The energy bodies, we have the etheric and the vital, then the astral, the lower mind. So you use the 13th day to cleanse all these. There are techniques to arrive at this cleansing. It is total cleansing you are doing. If you block out the incoming negative energies from the 11th day, on the 11th day, through the food you eat, you haven't finished the job. Then you go on to the Dwadasi, that does the internal cleansing of the physical side. Then the Trayodasi, the cleansing of the inner layers, the etheric, the vital, the astral, and the objective mind. And all this cleansing goes on in the Trayodasi, the 13th day. Then the last day, the 14th day, which normally is supposed to coincide with the full moon, you have completed all the cleansing. And you have prevented the taking in of negative energies. And you cleanse the very inside, physical and subtle. So the full moon day is a day to crown it all with jubilation. It is a day of really expanding your awareness, because the things which stand in the way, the things that block your peace, the things that block your love, the things that block your joy, all these things are being cleared off. And on the 14th day like that, your aura is at the best. And that is a day that you enter into deep meditation. It's a day that positive emotions. If we have negative emotions, it means we have positive emotions. Joy, peace, love. That is the day. You get them amplified on that day. So such fast is comprehensive, it's holistic. It is something that is detailed, and the ancients were utilizing it. So, if you are functioning on a level where your aura in its positive state is stabilized, is stable, then you don't need all these fasts. When you arrive at a point where your aura is stable, listen to that side well. When your aura is stable, most people don't get the aura stable like that. And once you get your aura stable, it means there is all light. And the negative energies can be said to be like darkness. So light and darkness cannot stay at the same place. It is only when your aura is not stable and it is coming down and is fluctuating, then it permits the negative energies to actually come in and disturb your life. But once you reach the state where your aura is stable, then there's no need for all these kind of fasts. In fact, the final aim of this fasting is to even get to that state and stabilize it. But how to stabilize it is also another subject of its own. And if one doesn't know these things, then most of the time the fasting, as they've brought it to the Western world, they only give them the ekadasi, staying away from the grains. But beloved brothers and sisters, so it's like half a loaf of bread is better than none. So they give it to the West. But the full fast is what I've explained to you, and that is meant to really get you somewhere. But the Eka alone, the 11th day alone, you block out some negative energies, but the negative energies you already have, you have not tackled it. So blocking out the negative energies is something. But soon after the fast, the way is open again, and you get some more negative energies flowing in your direction. So it's like something, but not that much. So it's like taking a bath, and right after the bath, you face a strong wind bringing dust, and the dust falls on you again. So this is the lunar fasting. And a lot of the teachers of old practiced it, but they made sure that at the end of it, they stabilize the aura. Yes. Otherwise, you always will continue needing to do it. When the masters of old did it, and they reached the full moon, the Chaturdasi, then they stabilized There's a process. They stabilize the aura. And once the aura is stabilized, they don't need the lunar fasting anymore. So that is it. Thank you, beloved.